In New Jersey, where sports gaming was legalized in 2018, the state is already poised to overtake Nevada as the biggest state for sports betting in the U.S. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy joins me now for an exclusive interview. And Governor, how big a deal is sports betting as an industry in New Jersey now?
Kelly, it's good to be with you. It's a big deal. First of all, I hope you had the under on the game last night.
I don't
bet.
But
it's a big deal. I think since inception, I think the total book in New Jersey, which is about 15 months, is $3.5 billion. It's a game changer. And it's a game changer not just for the sports betting itself, but for the ancillary benefits, whether it's in our racetracks or casinos. The other big piece, as you mentioned, we've now passed Nevada for several months. We want the industry to plant their flag here. So we think whether it's regulation, technology expertise, talent, so not just the front end, but the whole package, we think New Jersey is ideally suited.
You know, we're going to speak with Chad Millman next hour, who thinks that sports betting will be legal in 40 states within 5 years. That doesn't give you a lot of time.
No, first of all, we've already made enormous progress in 15 months, and Nevada had decades of head start on us. But secondly, New Jersey's attributes aren't going away. You know, our location is second to none. We're the densest state in the nation, and that matters here. We've had legalized gambling for over 40 years, and we've got great talent. And all that adds up to, I think, and we think, to being an ideal location for the industry. And
it might help this nascent business grow. But in terms of the tax take, my understanding is that every billion that's wagered, the state might get $5 million of revenue. I mean, that's just not going to move the needle.
Well, listen, it's probably a $25 to $50 million revenue item for the state. We'll take every penny of that. It's the way it's taxed. It's one of the rare parts of our state where folks ask us, why can't you put more tax on it? But the fact of the matter is we think that's the right rate. And again, the ancillary benefits from this, whether it's hotels, shows, racetracks, restaurants, is enormously important for us.
So you're saying you wouldn't increase your take of that over time?
My guess is that it will grow with the book. I don't think we'll get any plans right now to raise the actual rate. It will stay, I think, consistent, and it's a reasonable level. And again, we get a lot more than just the actual sports book in terms of the benefit to the state.
Yep. I definitely see what you're saying on that front. I want to ask you about something else that's spreading across the states right now. Actually, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton on Monday is expected to announce this investigation into Google and the digital advertising market. He's coordinating with over 30 other AGs. Is New Jersey part of these efforts to crack down on Google and Facebook?
I would defer on that one, Kelly, to the Attorney General. I'm sure if there's something to say there, he will say it. He's doing an extraordinary job. We're battling Washington in particular, day in and day out. Joining, if not leading, a lot of suits. But if there's any news there, I'll leave that to him if and when that becomes appropriate.
I'm also curious about the impact, if you've seen one, is about tariffs and trade. We have a big port here. Has that been hit by any kind of slowdown? And is it having any knock-on effect in terms of the state's economy right now?
So far, so good. We just printed our second consecutive all-time low unemployment rate. I'm also proud you're getting me on a good week. We were just rated as having the #1 public school system in New Jersey, in America, of any American state. But we're starting to see some troubling signs. You know, our economy is about just under 10% manufacturing. That had been growing in the past couple of years, about 5%. That looks like it's starting to flatline. As you mentioned, we've got one of the biggest ports in the United States. That's been up in the handle there for a couple of years in a row. That's now year to date down a little bit. And I think the volatility, anybody who's in business, no matter what your persuasion is, you want stability. You want to know what the game plan is, even if you don't agree with it. You want to know where the economy is headed, what the rules are, what the parameters are. And the volatility around this whole trade and tariff question, the volatility itself is damning, never mind the conceptual notion of them.
All right, Governor, hope to check back in with you soon and talk more about taxes and SALT and so much more. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks, Kelly.